Step inside, traveler. Step inside. Don't be afraid of the chill. The air up here must remain close to the heavens, you see. Come, sit, or stand if your feet are still restless from the road. I have been expecting you. Well, perhaps not you specifically, but the stars told me that someone would be seeking the shelter from the dark tonight. And the stars, my friend, are terribly stubborn about being right. Look up. Beautiful, isn't it? Most people look at the night sky and see nothing but cold, accidental pinpricks of light. They see a canvas of emptiness. But you felt a pull, didn't you? A quiet tug in your chest that led you up the winding mountain path to my door. You know that there is a grand design written in the silver ink of the cosmos. You look weary. The world below demands so much of us, doesn't it? It forces us to look at our feet, to worry about tomorrow's bread, to count our steps. But in this room, time stretches out like a cat in the sun. We do not count hours here, we count epochs. Let me show you what the world has forgotten. Let us start with something grounding. Look just past the copper rim of the great glass. Right there. No, a bit to the left. Ah, there. You see those 7 brilliant diamonds forming the shape of an overturned chalice? The common folk call it the Well of Whispers. But it's true, the ancient name is Athelgard, the anchor. For 10,000 years, sailors, kings, and lost souls have looked to Ethelgard to find their way home. It holds the ancient power of stasis. In a universe where everything spins, shifts, and decays, the anchor remains absolute. It is the celestial manifestation of resilience. When you feel as though the currents of life are pulling you into deep, unknown waters, you look to the anchor. It doesn't promise that the storm will pass quickly, my friend. No, the stars are too honest for empty promises. But it promises that you will not break. It lends its gravity to your soul. Take a moment. Breathe in the light of Ethelgard. Let it settle that restless spirit of yours. Now let us turn our eyes to what is, to what will be. See that faint, shimmering cluster? It looks almost like a silver spiderweb catching the morning dew. That is the weaver's loom. This is a dangerous constellation to gaze upon for too long. It It is the tapestry of fate. The threads of light that you see structuring between those stars are the lifelines of entire kingdoms, of grand heroes, of ordinary folk just trying to find peace. Notice how the center star, the one that burns with a pale indigo fire, seems to flicker erratically. It's trembling tonight? Fascinating. The Weaver's Loom predicts the fractures in time. When indigo star trembles, it means a great choice is approaching. Not just for the world, but perhaps for you, traveler. A crossroads. The future is not a rigged iron track, you see. It is a river. The loom doesn't tell us exactly where we must go. It tells us where the current is strongest. Right now, the loom is predicting a shedding of old skin. A moment where the past loses its grip on you. If you have been holding onto a regret or a ghost from your yesterday, the stars are whispering that it is time to let the thread go. If you don't, you might find yourself tangled in a pattern that was never meant for you. I know change is terrifying. The loom demands a price, and that price is usually our comfort. It hurts to grow. Look over there, toward the eastern horizon. See that violent, reddish star burning all by itself? It looks lonely, doesn't it? That is the heart of the phoenix. Every 100 years, this constellation fades completely from the sky. The sky goes entirely dark in that quadrant. To the unintended, it looks like a tragedy. A star has died. The light is gone. But those of us who study the deep magic know better. It isn't dying. It is gathering its embers. And when it returns, just as it did 3 winters ago, it burns twice as bright. The phoenix holds the power of the beautiful eclipse. It reminds us that sometimes things must fall apart completely so that something grander can be built on the ruins. If you are in a season of ash right now, traveler, if you feel like the fire has gone out and you are left standing in the cold remnants of what used to be, remember the phoenix. The ash is not the end of your story. It is merely the fertile soil from which your next chapter will grow. You are just in the dark phase. let me show you one more. My personal favorite. Low on the southern horizon, draped like a mantle over the distant mountains, the Sovereign's shield. 5 stars aligned in a perfect, impenetrable crescent. This constellation holds the ancient magic of Fez Sanctuary. Legend says that the first stargazers invoked this enlightenment to protect their valleys from ancient dragons and devastating plagues. But its magic is subtler now. It doesn't stop the arrows of light from being shot at you. It simply ensures they cannot pierce your core. Did I say life? My bad. Oh no, I said light. My bad. I meant it doesn't stop the arrows of life from being shot at you. It simply ensures they cannot pierce your core. Getting old these days. But whenever the world feels too loud, too chaotic, or too unkind, this shield draped around your shoulders. You are a guest in my observatory tonight, which means you are under the protection of the stars. No malice can reach you up here. No anxiety can survive this altitude. Let the shield hold the weight for a while. You've been carrying it all yourself for far too long. Look at the horizon. The grand illusionist, the sun, is preparing to wake. The stars are beginning to tuck themselves away, hiding their secrets back into the deep folds of velvet night. Our time in the infinite is drawing to a close for now, my friend. The world below is awaking, and it will soon demand your return. But listen to me closely before you step back out through those oak doors. The stars do not vanish just because the sun comes up. They are still there, burning brightly in the daytime sky, watching over you, guiding you, holding space for your future. You only need to remember to look up with your mind But the secret of this observatory is that the answers were already inside you. The stars merely